Just is it.
And go. No, I gotta I'll do the intro still. Okay. All right. I will you want to ask me anything before we get going? You know how I do things, so I'm sure you're good.
Yeah, I'm like, what? We'll just talk.
We'll just talk. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Come on.
All right, BRB.
Burb.
I can't.
Got him.
Okay. Be right back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Voices from the Mausoleum, and welcome to another indie horror author interview with a complete and total stranger that you guys have never seen before, Radar DeBoard. How are you?
I'm really good, Angel. Thanks for having me on for the first time. It's an honor.
It's so
Thanks for having me on
you.
Voices Among the Tombstones. You know, right? That's what it is.
And this time it's not for a mini-series.
It's not.
Because it's not the season for that yet. Apparently we have a season. I didn't do that on purpose. That's just how it worked. But no, we are here to talk about your upcoming release, which is always very exciting. You already know I'm a fan of your writing. I was pretty sure was reading before we became like actual friends. So
I think so,
involved. Yeah, your sci-fi stuff that you that you did before when it was whatever. I forgot the name of the pub. It doesn't matter. But anyway, but yes. We are here to talk about your newest release, upcoming release, which is The Violet Glow of the Daytens.
Yeah, and you said it right too. So, hey-o.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I need to record or clip that piece and like use it to show people that I'm capable, right? I butcher so many. You know what I figured out though, when you can't pronounce something, you make the guest say it and then you don't have to. It's a perfect
that's a genius. Except you didn't do that with me.
I was confident with this one. That's the only reason.
Ah, gotcha. That's what did it.
And we've been friends for a little while, so I figure if I butcher it, you wouldn't be too disappointed in me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, so your new release. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about release date. And this is also, and we'll talk about this too, but this is also through Trueborn. So I want to talk about that a little bit. But yeah, let's talk about synopsis and release date.
Yeah, so I mean, comes out October 21st. The synopsis is kind of, there's this woman named Janelle. She's a teenager, and her and her mom go to clean out her great-great-grandmother's house, who just recently died. And Janelle finds a diary in it. And in that diary, basically her ancestor talks about how she was able to live so long, because this woman lived for over 100 years. Wow. And soon enough, a strange man shows up through some circumstances and offers her the same deal. But obviously there's a price for the deal, and she has to decide if she wants to pay that price or not. And I'll keep saying what all the ARC readers who have read this have said, and what I want people to take away from this is go in as blind as you possibly can. So I won't do anything on spoilers or anything like that, because there are 3 or 4 twists in this book that I think are well written. I'm biased, but are well written, and I want everyone to just be completely bamboozled by them.
Yeah, well, and I would say too, if you're watching this and you're not familiar with anything that Radar has done previously, I would approach all of his works that way. I think that the way that you storytell in general, I think that's probably the best way to approach anything that you've written. So it's exciting to hear that you're like, oh, there's twists, like don't for real go in blind on this one. So yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, and I think it's my best written work to date. I feel like that because I love the concept too, because the first chapter of the book, where Janelle's going to her great-great-grandmother's house, it's at the beginning of the story. The second chapter is the very end of the story.
Okay.
And they just crisscross like that, alternating until the book finishes in the middle of the story. So it's more about the journey than the destination.
Sure.
You know what happens to Janelle, like near the beginning of the book. You know how her story ends, but just seeing how she got there and also what she's had to do to get there is the twists themselves.
Yeah. I like that though. That's how like some TV shows do certain episodes. They'll show you like the ending first, and then the rest of the episode is like how we got there. It's a little different than quite what you're talking about, but I like that format. That sounds interesting. Did you? I think I saw you post, but I meant to ask you before we started. Did you actually? You got a physical today?
I did actually, and I'm just gonna rag on Amazon for a second here.
Please do.
Because Christina, the owner of Trueborn, was like, okay, I'll order your author copies through Amazon. Because I have a book signing coming up at the end of this month, and I don't want to look like a dingus standing there without any books and going like, here's what books here's what books would be. But so she ordered them through Amazon, and like 2 weeks ago she sent me the info, was like, here they're coming. These could fit in one box, the amount I ordered. But she's like, they're coming in 2 boxes, whatever. Today is like the last day before they're like late, technically, in Amazon's time frame of when they said they were going to deliver them.
Yeah.
They suddenly are going to arrive in 3 boxes. And so only 2 out of the 3 have showed up. And one of them was just a lady in her car. Just her regular car.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you?
Yeah, I will say, and I'll keep my part short because it's definitely not about me. But when I ordered books for TBR, I ordered 4 books and quantities of like 10 to 15, depending on what the book was, and they came in 4 boxes. One box had 2 of one book that I ordered 15 of, and 3 of another book. Then another one had all the rest of one. And then another one had, and it was just chaos. And I'm like,
what are they doing?
How are y'all our only option for this shit? Like, I don't understand it. So I feel you. They are very, very all over the place when it comes to that system. So, and then the first time I ever got contributor copies for anything, they put it in a box with no protection and left it out in the rain.
Oh my gosh.
Like you're shipping books, you guys. Like it's not fucking rocket science, Come on, man. You put something in there to protect the books. Anyway, so
your job, Amazon. But I did get
it.
2 out of 3 boxes. Which, to quote Meatloaf, 2 out of 3 actually is bad. I need all of them, Amazon. But anyways, this is what it looks like physically. But the back has by far the coolest part. There's like a little card there because Christina said that there's a scene in the book involving that takes place in a car, and she's like, that was the moment that I officially went, I'm going to publish this book, was because of that, because it stuck with her. But the real pride and joy of this book is right here at the top is a blurb, and you probably can't see that.
From Laurel
Hightower.
That's amazing.
Laurel is my favorite author by like a country mile. So,
I know you love her. Yeah.
So I'm giddy that like
I love that for you.
She's read something of mine. That's why.
Aw. Laurel's so sweet too. That's awesome.
I'm so happy. Everyone check out Laurel Hightower's book. You don't have to check mine out. Go check out her stuff. It's better.
Don't listen to Radar. Do both. There's room for both on your bookshelves.
I guess so. I suppose.
So let's talk about the cover for a second.
Yeah.
So I already know, but who did the cover and what was the process like getting it to this point?
Right. Hold on. Let me check I forgot his name already. So
Matt Seth Barnes.
Matt Seth Barnes. My bad. You can edit that out in post. I swear, guys, I am this dumb. But
you've had a whirlwind of life over the last couple of months. I think you get a freaking pass. Okay.
Matt, please forgive me. But Matt Barnes did the cover, and Christina was the one who like saw it. Like he posted about it online, and this just speaks to how good she is as like a publisher. And she like saw it and went, "Oh yeah, that worked. That's Radar's book right there."
So this was the pre-made. This wasn't a custom order.
Yeah, it was just a pre-made.
What are the odds though?
Wild, but it like perfectly almost. Like the only thing that she changed about this cover was the guy's hands were in his pockets. That's it. That's it.
That's great. Like this fits your story, like what you were just describing. If that's why I was going to ask about the process, because I assumed it was a custom of some kind. I already knew that Matt was the one who had done it. Matt has a very specific style. He's done stuff for me as well, but he's very innovative with things like this. Like he's able to do things like with color and so stuff always looks really great. But I really thought, based on what the book was about, that this was I didn't realize that it was a pre-made. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, and she like sent me the photo, and I was like, wow, damn, I didn't realize she had got someone on this already. I'm like, this is fantastic. And then she went, yeah, I saw Matt post about it. And that was like, just like, he just did this? Like, not in relation?
Did you ask if he heard voices before he created it or
gosh.
anything like weird?
The voices are like, this guy who does not get any money or have anyone read his books, you need to make a cover for him.
That's not true. I think too, like that blows my mind how perfect that is. Like
it is. It's one of those truly serendipitous moments that's like,
yeah,
I couldn't plan this better, you know?
I love that though, because I think there's a little magic to that, to like see it and be like, oh my God, this is like perfect. And then like not having given any indication,
any destruction.
That's crazy. That's
crazy. And it takes out that whole process of me like bumbling through trying to explain what I would want as a cover. Cause I can't draw to save my life. That aspect, you think as a writer, you could describe something, but when it comes to like,
not for the visual stuff,
the visual element. I'm like, I would have had absolutely no idea where to go with it. I would have been like, a lady and there's purple there.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's all I got.
That's it. What do you have?
But I will say in your defense that typically cover artists, at least the ones that we know, they could take that and come up with this though, because they're very creative in what they've been like what they can do with just a little bit of things. Like, it's impressive. So this is beautiful. I love this. This is, and the other thing too, of course, is it's super eye catching.
Oh yeah, it is. God, it is. This is one of the best covers I've had. Which I mean, I haven't had a cover made that I'm like, this is not too good. Obviously, I also wouldn't say that out loud anyways, because that is rude. Don't do that, people. But I haven't had a cover. I haven't had a cover that I'm disappointed with. But this one is just like so.
It's beautiful,
good, and it's just it naturally existed out there in the world.
That's insane. I am partial to How Am I Not the Monster, just because it's, I don't know. It's like the cover for that's like dark fairy tale. I don't know. There's just something about that just speaks to me as like what I'm looking for in reading stuff. But no, this is beautiful. Yeah, that's it. This is beautiful though. And so he did the wrap. So he did the car as well, but that was because Christina had recommended or had mentioned. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did that too. Either that or him. I can't remember, but I know she was like, yeah, got to put the car on there.
That's awesome. It's cool. It looks great.
Yeah. And I will admit that's probably not giving too much away because it's just a car, but that car scene, I'm also pretty proud of that one.
Yeah.
Because that's the point. That is where one of the twists comes in.
Okay.
One of the several, but like, I'm pretty sure I built it up to that moment. And there's a few of the ARC readers who have and privately messaged me and gone like, what the hell? For that.
That's a good thing.
Someone reached out to about another moment and was like, oh no.
That's cool though. Especially because I guess you're getting it in real time. Like they're reading it and then they're like stopping to message you and to some extent to be like, to get like their reactions or whatever.
Yeah. It's been incredible. Like the response, because there's only been one negative review and this just wasn't their thing. I don't fault them. And they left an honest review. I'm thankful for it. But that's the only person who didn't vibe with it. But everyone else has absolutely loved it. Like full across the board, like almost complete 5 stars, which is wild. That's very, very incredible, humbling, because I don't know. It's a high rating. I'm feeling a 4, but yeah, I mean.
Yeah, well, we're our own worst things, right? I mean, you just sat here and promoted someone else's book instead of your own, and this is like about you. So that just says like where you are on that.
Oopsie. But yeah, I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I'm so excited to see what other people think. There's a good group of friends throughout who I'm just so pumped to see what they think of it when they read it, and I can't wait to do my author signing for it, because it's at just this cute bookstore that just opened. It's an indie bookstore, and it's not even in my city. It's in a suburb outside of it. It's just a cutesy little store. It's all made out of brick, and the inside's all nice, and anyways, but
like cozy.
It's cozy. It feels cozy because it's not like it carries horror, but it is more like romantasy and fantasy.
Oh man,
romance and fantasy.
Those are big, those are big players in the
And it's so nice because this person is like really good. Like the design she did to make the store is insane, because I've been following her throughout the process.
Yeah.
And it just looks so good. The building's fantastic now. She transformed it. She's really good on social media and all this stuff, and like making visualizations. And it's just incredible to have just like a group of fantastic, competent, and talented people from like start to finish to make up for my shortfalls and like just patching the gaps, Yeah. You're
so mean to yourself. Stop.
Someone's got to be. I've had it too good for too long.
Oh Lord. So we talked a little bit like kind of off camera about this already. So I know like people had their eyes on this, but what was the process like of getting arcs, and like, because you are much more a real writer in that sense than I don't even do that stuff. I'm just like, oh, by the way, I have a book out today. Like that's me. Like I don't do any of the things that you're doing, the really great promotional videos that you're doing to post, getting people to read it, people posting about it. Like, wow. Like I've been, like I was telling you beforehand, like how crazy it is to see these people I don't know talking about a friend's book. It's very cool. And so I just kind of wanted to hear like what that process was like of like getting with people, getting people to read the book, obviously prior to release, to get that promotion out there.
Well, when I make a good marketing video, I'll let you know, but it hasn't happened yet. So
it's the bow ties for me. It's when you do the bow ties.
I think that's the easiest part, like with those particular ones where I'm like, if you like this, you'll like this, because I'm just like,
those are perfect. Yeah.
Those are perfect. And I feel like, again, this is just a serendipitous type of thing where this other stuff is taking off, that is related to the book, that I'm like, hey, it's perfect. People know what this is now suddenly,
Yeah. There was, I don't remember which one it was that you did that was like that, but there was one that I thought was a good, like from a like an intrigue point, I thought was really good, because I was like, oh, if I didn't know you, like if I wasn't already going to read your stuff, this would definitely get my attention. And I think that's smart, like to do if you like this and then this, because it's like, it gives people an idea without telling them too much about the story. Like, hey, this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. And I've saved books because of stuff like that. I've seen like there's a lot of book talk people that do movies in a book. Like they'll say, if you love this movie, then you'll love this book. And it's not even necessarily their book, but that's like their strategy for like doing the content or whatever. And I've saved a bunch like that, because I'm like, well, I definitely loved that movie, so maybe this would be something I would like. So I think that's really smart, because it's going to get attention, I think.
Yeah. And it's done pretty good. I think obviously of the 4 I've done, the one that attracted the most people was probably either the Last Night in Soho one, or Yellow Jackets, because people
Yellow
really
Jackets, I think, was the one I saw that made me go, oh, okay.
People really like Yellow Jackets.
They do. It has a big following. That's true.
Their fandom is rabid, but neither here nor there.
Yeah.
But the arc, I think that in the most important part, at least in my opinion, about book marketing, because I hate doing it. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's a sludge. It's a drag. So I hate making those videos, but I'm glad to know that someone thinks I'm being smart with it, because Lord knows I hate doing it. But I feel like the arc readers are just the most important part, because no one has talked my book up better than my arc readers.
Yeah, they are selling the shit out of this book. I'm telling you, it's been cool to see. Yeah.
There are some of them that I've been like, well, this is better than the book. This review is better than the book. So you don't have to read it anymore. It's peaked. It's peaked with this person's review of it. There's nothing more that can be done. But like, I have this just connection of arc readers that has grown over time from, I would say, from a year spent in horror, which was my microfiction. There were a few from that, but a lot I gained connections through Drowning in the Drink. And just those connections have come to this point where it's like, I have this, this book is coming out and it just seems interesting. The cover's cool. And I think that's just attracting not only that circle, all those connections, but also just little bits outside of that too, that are gravitating towards it. And it's just a nice little, sudden, maybe not breakthrough, but just like a gain in traction.
Yeah.
A little bit of momentum.
I'm a big believer. Like, I think there's obviously other benefits to it as well, but like, I think the only way that we see growth is by connecting with each other. Like, I feel like, like, even whether it's content, books, filmmaking, whatever it is, you grow because you connect with people, and then those people become invested in you and what you're doing. It's the same thing as like, and obviously, like, I have other interviews with people I don't do anything else with, but like,
right.
I started, our original connection was, I was looking for stories to read and parts of stories to read for my series, Sunday Shorts, or Sunday, whatever the hell I used to call it. I don't even remember.
I can't remember.
But you had said that it was okay to read a chapter or something out of one of the books. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was Alter, maybe. Anyway,
probably Alter.
That was the connection. And because I read the first chapter for Sunday, whatever, Scares or whatever it was, I ended up reading the whole book. And then I got another one of your books, the Gargoyle one, maybe. I can't remember what other one I have besides the newer stuff. But anyway, and that kind of created a connection, though. Then we did content together. Then it turned into, and my point is that I think that we exist in a community that there are problems with at times, but for the most part, like, we're here to help each other and like boost each other up. Like, everybody is excited to help, and we all just we build each other up, and that's how we grow. That's how we get book sales. That's how we get to do like the things that we get to do, is because of the community. So it's really nice to hear that that's been the experience as you're like moving into going into this project from the other ones as well.
Oh yeah. It's one of my biggest things is solidarity forever. Like, you stand with the people in your community, and you have people's back, and that's just the right thing to do. But beyond that too, I would rather have 100 close-knit people who truly value me and I value them than have 100,000 people who, well, it would be nice to have 100,000 readers, but I would still rather take the 100 over the 100,000, because it's just, it's better for the soul, It
just is. Yeah.
For sure.
It really is. And I think too, it's like, it makes some of the situations that are normally like either anxiety ridden or stressful feel a little more comfortable, like in terms of like, or maybe not. You tell me, did you feel like going into this with this group of people that you're working with Christina, you're working with the people that you had on other projects, and just the group in general that you worked with for this project, for this book, did you feel like because of that, this felt less
Oh yeah. From start to finish, it was the scariest part was submitting it to Christina.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trueborn, because Trueborn is a dream press. Like when they were founded, I was like, oh shit, I would love to be with them. Pretty please. And it's such an interesting story. I don't know if Christina knows it, so I don't know if she's going to watch this and find that out. But I submitted it to 3 different publishers. Trueborn was one of them, but Trueborn was like, and the other 2, I was like, oh, these are also good publishers. And I got shortlisted on 2 of them. Like they were like, we want the full manuscript after I'd sent in samples. So they were very interested in it. And I'm so thankful, not because I don't like the other presses, but because Christina was such a good fit. I was so happy that she got to me first.
Yeah.
And it's so nice, but she's been fantastic start to finish. Tasha edited it, and that's just smooth sailing.
Yes.
We
love Tasha. Yes.
Never any qualms. And it's so great to have her read all my weird shit. She sends
me her comments on your stuff sometimes without context, and they're pretty funny. Some of the stuff, like I think one of them had to do with one of her least favorite things in the world, that she was like, "This sounds an awful lot like this radar," and then she's like, in the next thing, she's like, "God damn it!" She sends me pictures, not of the text, but just like her comments. They're really funny.
I know exactly.
She has a good time.
I know exactly what that's from too.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't want to say exactly what it was just to avoid anything because I couldn't remember what it was for. But she sends me these pictures of some of these things that she says on your stuff, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, and that's been super easy. And then also like Matt, just having that
weird, but awesome.
Yeah. Makes that super easy. Christina did the formatting for it. So
I was going to ask that. Okay.
I didn't do a damn thing on that part.
Just chilling.
She sent it and was like, "This good?" And it was good, like on the first try. So I was like, okay. And then there's a few ARC readers. Stephanie, over with Macabre Mortis, is her book group, and she helped me get the word out to the members on that. And she just did a fantastic review of it too. And her videos are incredible. She does them on like TikTok and Instagram. And she's so good. She's so good and she's so poignant with her reviews too. And her editing's fantastic. So she's probably helped spread the word near and far. So it's just been super easy just across the board because I have this connection, and getting to come on here too, because I'm connected with you, is also fantastic too. I always love seeing you. So
likewise. You're one of the only people I feel that way. No, there's a few others, but it's like I know, like whenever, like I say it to a few people, but like you're like for real. Like if there's ever anything that I can do, you ever want, and even if it didn't have anything to do, anything you want to ever come on and talk about, you just let me know. You're invited.
I'm here to talk about economics in France in the 1840s.
Except economics, how much that shit angers me. We're not talking. God, barely passed that class for college.
But you passed it.
I did. And we had conversations about how my feelings were on it too. So
fair enough.
Okay. So you've got your book signing at the end. So this comes out on the 20th. What's the date for this one? The 21st?
21st. Yep. October 21st.
And then you've got the book signing is the following week?
October 25th. So it's like, it comes out on a Tuesday.
And then that weekend is.
Yeah, just that weekend on a Saturday. And just to book in spooky season, just enough time to get like that spooky season rush of people who are like, oh,
I need something that's like, yeah. And being like physically there, I feel like it draws attention anyway, right? Like it's going to be one of those things where people are going to see you and they're going to be like, oh, what's going on, and they're going to want to know what's going on. So that's good too.
And it's so much easier to in person. And it feels so much better, like talking to people than like being in the comment section of a video. Like, I have a book coming out.
Oh, okay. In that regard, I can see that. But I was like in the middle of setting up our table at TBRCon and I froze and I looked at Tasha and I was like, I'm having a panic attack. I was like, I don't know what to do. Where does the stuff go? Where do I sit? Why am I here?
What's happening?
So like I have not severe, but I have moderate social anxiety. So it's hard for me to do that stuff at first. I'm like, oh, Angel is an introvert. Like I am an absolute introvert. So that kind of stuff is like, I don't want to do it. Well, I was going to ask, because we're not that far. The time that we're recording this, it's October 8th. So we don't have too much longer before the release. Are you going to do anything fun on release day?
I'm just going to live my life because, I have a newborn kiddo and he's taking up most of my time.
Yes.
So,
and you're still getting books out, Radar.
Now, these have been like backloaded though. So like,
yeah, still, Jesus, I'm impressed.
They are coming out, but like because there's such a like delay, and when it comes to publishing books and stuff, I'm tricking everyone into thinking like I'm really on top of things. But probably towards the end of next year and in 2027, I'm just gonna like drop off with my books because like I have nothing on the docket. So then people go like, there it is. There it is.
You're creating a reputation. That's what I'm getting at this. Is people are starting to become like, oh, okay.
This guy is constantly putting out stuff. And yes, it's easy when it's this thick.
Fun fact, no, it isn't. All of it's hard. It does not matter how small the book is.
Oh, no.
Sometimes the smaller ones I think are harder than bigger ones. Well, I don't know. I can't write any of it, so I don't know. But I think, well, you should do something. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Buy yourself a treat. Have a cake or something. I don't know.
On a Tuesday?
On a Tuesday. There's a whole song about that. Yes, on a Tuesday.
Well, unfortunately, I'm getting like a gum graft operation tomorrow, so I don't know if I'll be able to buy myself any like stuff, like food-wise.
Well, buy something you can smell.
There you go.
Just waft it.
A bouquet of flowers.
And be like, this is living.
This is what it's like, huh? I'll just buy a bunch of like the air fresheners you put in your car.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. They got like pizza smelling ones, I'm sure.
I can smell the pizza. I can't have any though.
I grossed myself out when I said that. Anyway. Well, you already kind of answered one of the things I like to end on, which is what do you want people to take away from it? But I wanted to kind of reinvent that question a little bit and ask as we wrap up, what is one thing, like maybe a character or something that you can share about the plot that's like one of your like favorite things that you put in this book?
Oh, because of the way, I think one of my favorite things is because of the way I set the book up in the, like how it's structured.
Yeah.
The reason there are more twists is because of that. So there's a couple of times where you will get like a chapter that's towards the end of the book, or that's towards the beginning of the story or the end of the story, and you won't have the information.
Oh, right.
And then the next chapter will give you some information that will completely change the context.
Okay.
And I do that at least 2 or 3 times in the book. And I think the biggest one, again, I can't say anything about it, but the biggest one probably either comes towards the end of the story, which is like the 4th chapter, or at the car scene.
Okay. All right.
And those two, but the one that comes at about the 4th chapter only really hits once you get to the car scene.
Okay.
Because there's something that gets a heck of a lot worse with that context added to it.
Okay.
So there you have it.
That didn't make any sense.
Oh, well, dang it.
Just kidding. No, it's exciting though, because it's like a different way to tell a story. And I think that format sounds cool. I'm excited. I mean, I'm always excited to read your stuff, but this sounds exciting in general, just the way you're talking about it. So
I'm excited for it. I'm so pumped.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the response and people posting about it and stuff, because I've already seen responses that's not even out yet. So I'm excited to see you know, what happens when it is. And
Right.
hopefully you have an incredible release day and book
Fingers
signing.
crossed.
Yeah. And yeah. Well, thanks for coming on and chatting with me.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
Always invited, no matter what I'm doing. Of course, the links for where you need to find everything are going to be in the description, where you can find Radar and his other content as well as his Amazon links and where you can get the book. We'll discuss after I hit close or end recording when I'm going to post this, but there will either be a pre-order or a regular link depending on what we decide. But make sure you check it out. Like I said, if this will be like your first Radar book, I think anything you read by him, you should go in blind, but take the advice, just randomly get this book and just read it. And then tell us how much you love it in the comments.
Do it.
Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this episode of Indie Horror Author Interviews. We hope you have a great rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you in the next one.
Have a good spooky season.